'Twas the night before the first day of homeschool in Peru. Come along with me and see how I get us set up. So first, I had 2 suitcases packed with homeschool supplies because the kids' books alone were more than 50 pounds. So we checked 2 full suitcases with all of their books and then some notebooks. I also brought a whole thing of like just random supplies that we might or will need at some point. And I'm sure that I could have bought these things on the road, but I already had them, so I just wanted to bring them if I could. So I have like rulers, glue sticks, all different highlighters, lots of dry erase markers, Post-it notes. I have paper clips, a couple of different pairs of scissors, some for me, some for the kids. What else is in here? Crayons, pencil sharpener, the little paper fastener clips, and pens, and I think that's pretty much it, just a lot of those things. Let me show you. So that's there. Now I have another plastic container, which I have tucked away for now, that's full of all the things that I might need art supplies wise for like craft projects. So I brought lots of watercolors. I didn't bring any of the loose paint just because I felt like that was going to be too much of a mess. But like little puffs and what do you call those things? Popsicle sticks and Q-tips. I don't know. Some of the art projects call for Q-tips, so I brought those. So that's what I got. I actually saw a homeschool mom on TikTok that talked about using these like routine charts. So I ordered a 4-pack of these that I want to start using to build better routines for the kids. And they love to check stuff off a list. So I figured this way I'm not writing this list every day. They'll have this and they can just check it off as they complete it. So that should be perfect. I also, which felt a little crazy, but I packed a dry erase board. Again, I probably could have got one of these on the road, but I had it, and it's part of our normal routine to have things written on the board. And so I thought that keeping some things the same will help the kids to get back and do what they need to do. So with packing and getting ready for the trip, we are a couple of weeks behind on school. I don't even want to call it behind. We haven't done school in a couple of weeks. So I'm going to look through their books. I'm going to look through the online portal and just see where they are. And then I'm going to write everything up for them because I think it's going to help if when they wake up in the morning, they see everything set up. Like, okay, school is happening. Here it is. No turning back now. I generally use, the kids use a laptop for their schoolwork or for their school to get into the online portal. But I'm gonna try and see if using the iPad works for them and works for us. We're gonna see how it works out. Sometimes I think less buttons for them to do something with might be better. We'll see. So I'm trying to get the iPad set up. Jackson has an iPad, Matty has a Samsung tablet, and then I have an iPad, but I'm kind of thinking I might want them both to use iPads. So they might use mine, but we'll see. All right, it's the next morning. I got a great night's sleep. I did my prep last night. And so I am the only one up in the house. I'm gonna show you what I've set up for today, but I am getting ready to head to the gym because I gotta start my day off there and while everyone is sleeping. So let me show you. All right, so this is our table. This is also our dining room table, but it's set up for school. So This is Jackson's basket, and I just have the worksheets that he's going to need for his class today. I also put a pencil in here for him. I did bring his pencil case that has like crayons and everything, but I wanted to put a fresh pencil in his basket. He has his headphones, and then this is Maddie's work area. She has her headphones, and then the books that she's going to need, as well as her worksheets, are all in here, and a pencil, and she has her pencil case down there as well. And then this is my little setup with my computer and my extra screen so I can maybe get some things done. But this is the board that I was telling you about. So I just took, this picture was on the wall. I just took that down and replaced it with my dry erase board with all of their stuff so that they can check off their work as they get it done. So that's the setup so far. We'll see how they do when they wake up. I post a scripture every day on TikTok. I post on TikTok a couple of times a day, but one of the standard things I post every day is a scripture. So I already recorded that and I'm gonna quickly edit it. It usually takes me like maybe 5 minutes to edit, maybe less. And so I'm gonna quickly edit that so that I can post it before I go to the gym. I don't know if it's just me, but the transcript editor has been such a game changer for me. But it seems like they've updated it. Now I have to figure out how to use it all over again. Jackson woke up as I was on my way out the door and said, I'm hungry.
Gave up on the idea of
So
changing
this is what I made for him real quick.
He pushed his glasses into place.
Is it good?
Followed Danny into the
Yeah.
farm woods.
Okay. All right, I finished my workout. Now it's time to go downstairs and see what these kids are up to. The gym doesn't have all the same things that I had in the US, so I'm just trying to like adjust and do things differently because it definitely has everything that you need, just not what I'm used to. So I am using the FitOn app. Let me show you. I'm using the FitOn app, and I am downloading. I'm picking the workout the day before that I'm gonna do, and I'm downloading that because when I was in the US, I did basically strength training every day and some amount of cardio every day. So I'm picking some sort of strength training workout in the FitOn app and downloading it so that I'll be able to do it without any issue. So I'll be able to use it because I don't have Wi-Fi up here, and I don't want to use. I have like some cellular service, but I don't want to use that or waste that on on this. My glasses are fogging up. It's cold, I think. I don't know what the temperature is. But yeah, let me show you the view. It's a bit foggy, but the ocean is right there. I am back down from the gym.
I need electrolytes.
Okay, I'll make you some electrolytes. Leave the phone alone. Matty is not feeling well, so we're probably not gonna do school today. I found a children's doctor or a children's clinic here, and so Max just reached out to them on WhatsApp. He got all the information, so we have an appointment scheduled. We just had to find some place that spoke English, so we're going to go there. But I'm gonna make something to eat because I am hungry. I don't know, it's 10:44. I'm going to make some sardines. So I'll probably show you what I'm doing. So for the sardines, I am just going to, I'm gonna do tomatoes and onions and kind of make a sauce, and then I'm gonna boil some plantains and we'll eat the sardine sauce on top of plantains. I think whenever we go to the grocery store, I might want to try to get like some spinach because I think that probably would have been good added into this, and it would have added some veggies, but for now, this is gonna work. Also, there are no good knives here. There's like a serrated knife that maybe I could use, but this knife is not sharp at all. So I'm gonna save myself the hassle, and I'm gonna use this blender, and I'm just gonna blend up the tomatoes and onions in here. I think maybe garlic. Huh, it's okay. I'm gonna blend up the tomatoes and onions, and then I'll just cook them down a little bit, or a lot, and then I'll add the sardines in. This water gets so hot. Okay. I think that if I would have thought about having to go to a doctor in a different country like a few years ago, I would have been like, oh, I don't know. I would have been a little apprehensive. But ever since we started traveling a few years ago, our first place was Costa Rica, and the kids have sickle cell disease, and Jackson spiked a fever. He was only one, and he spiked a fever like the day before we were leaving, and so we had to go to the hospital. And the experience was so good, and the cost without having insurance was so good compared to the U.S. If you go to the doctor with insurance, sometimes my bills are in the thousands. So to be there without insurance and to be able to just pay out of pocket a couple $100s and it not be crazy was good. And the level of service we got was really good as well. So it definitely made me feel more comfortable with the idea of going to a doctor in another country. So then I think in Panama, we never had to go to the doctor. Even though Jackson did have his first pain crisis there, we knew what to do and we had medicine with us, so we were able to manage it. But in Colombia, we went to the dentist, we had our teeth cleaned. I went to the doctor, I don't know, I was having some back pain or something. I went to the doctor to get that looked at, and it was all good. I do think that we might want to consider getting some sort of like travel, some sort of health insurance that we can use, especially if we're going to stay in a country for longer than just a few months. So if you are a traveler and you get health insurance on the road, let us know in the comments what you use, if it's worked for you, all that jazz. Add some water in. This felt like the easier option, but now I'm like, ooh, I don't know if it was. Let's see. If you've been following us, you know I used to travel with our, what do you call it, our Vitamix. And I just felt like it was gonna be too heavy. I didn't know if we needed it, but now of course I wish I had it. Okay, we got it now. We gotta let this go down. I probably put too much water in it, but it's okay. There's the pots here are not the best because the bottoms aren't flat. But there's one pot that's really flat bottom, and so that's what I use to put like the oil in for French fries. But I'll let you switch that out, get it heated up. Oh, that's not good. And try and cook down the sauce with that. Since it takes longer for everything on the stove, I am going to get this water going for the plantain to boil it now, even though I'm not like ready to boil it yet. Get that going. Perfect. And that's that. And then I'm gonna get some seasonings for this because I think I only bought salt, complete seasoning, pepper, and garlic powder. Oh, that's good because I don't have any garlic, so garlic powder. I should have got some curry. I always love some curry and something, but I didn't really. These are the plantains. I think I'm gonna just cook 2. I think that should be enough for me and Max. I'm gonna rinse them, and then I like to just leave the skin on when I boil it. So I just will cut off the ends, and then I'm gonna cut this into like 3 pieces. Okay, so cool. It's flopping everywhere. So that's my plantain. Thanks so much for spending the day with us here in Peru. We hope you enjoyed getting a little peek into our lives and what it's like living here as a family. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. We've got so much more to share, from everyday life to new adventures around Peru. Until next time, from Konate Party of 4, we'll see you in the next one.